My girlfriend beat the crap out of someone who broke into her house, and now I view her so much differently. We'd been together 2 years at that point. I thought I knew everything about her. She's the kind of person who apologizes to furniture when she bumps into it. She volunteers at the animal shelter every single Saturday, no exceptions, even when she's sick. She cries at insurance commercials, the ones with the dogs. She catches spiders in a cup and releases them outside because she can't stand the thought of killing something that wasn't bothering anyone. She's a vegetarian. She meditates. She once spent 20 minutes talking a stray cat down from a fence post. I'm telling you all of this because I need you to understand exactly who I thought I was sleeping next to. She lives about 40 minutes outside the city. One road in, one road out. Her nearest neighbor is a quarter-mile away. She keeps the outside of her house dark at night, something about not wasting light, so the only glow comes from whatever room she's actually using. It sounds eerie, but you get used to it. I'd been staying over a few nights a week for almost a year. It felt safe. It felt quiet. That's what I liked about it. About 6 weeks before any of this happened, she mentioned in passing that she'd seen the same car parked at the end of her road twice in 1 week, different times of day. She wasn't panicked about it. She said it the way you'd mention the weather. I asked if she wanted me to drive by and check it out. She said no. She'd already written down the plate number. I thought that was a little overly cautious, but I didn't say anything. 2 weeks later, she mentioned it again. Same car, third time. This time, she'd called the non-emergency police line and filed a report. The officer she spoke to told her it was probably just someone using the road to turn around and that there wasn't much they could do without an actual incident. She thanked him, hung up, and pulled her security camera footage. She didn't tell me any of this at the time. I found out later. The night it happened, I was staying over. We'd had dinner, watched something, went to bed early. Normal night. I'm a heavy sleeper. She has to shake me pretty hard to wake me up, which is exactly what she did at around 1 a.m. I opened my eyes and she was already dressed, already moving. She just said, "Stay here," and walked out of the bedroom barefoot. I laid there for about 4 seconds trying to process what was happening. Then I heard the back door hit the frame hard, a crash from the kitchen, then silence, not gradual quiet, immediate silence, the kind that feels wrong. I grabbed my phone and ran out. There was a man on her kitchen floor. He was maybe late 30s, holding his left shoulder, breathing through his teeth. My girlfriend was standing over him with a cast iron skillet at her side, not raised, just held, the way you'd hold a tool after finishing a job. Her expression was completely neutral, not angry, not scared, just done. The guy had come in through a window she'd left cracked on the side of the house. He'd cut his hand on the frame getting in. There was blood on her counter. She'd heard him the second he touched the glass. She told me later she'd been sleeping light for weeks. She didn't scream. She didn't panic. She got up, grabbed the skillet off the stove, and waited for him at the kitchen doorway. When he came around the corner, she hit him once across the shoulder and swept his legs. That was it. He went down, and he stayed down. By the time I walked in, she was already on the phone with her lawyer. I stood in the doorway in my socks, watching her calmly give her home address to her attorney, while a grown man moaned on her floor. I had my phone in my hand. I had not dialed anything. She looked at me and said, "You can call 911 now," the same way she'd asked me to grab something from the fridge. When the cops arrived, there were 4 of them. They tried to take over immediately, separating us, talking over her, asking her to slow down and start from the beginning. She didn't slow down. She handed the first officer a printed page she'd pulled from her kitchen drawer. It had the license plate number, 3 dates she'd spotted the vehicle, timestamps from her security footage, and the case number from the report she'd filed 2 weeks earlier. The cops went quiet. The man on the floor was connected to a string of break-ins across 3 counties. They'd had his plate flagged for 6 weeks. Nobody had followed up. She knew. She'd done their job for them, filed the paperwork, waited for them to act, and when they didn't, she handled it herself. No charges. Her lawyer made sure of that before the officers even finished their report. I've been with her for 2 years. I thought I knew exactly who she was. Turns out I only knew the version of her that didn't need to be anything else.